Catching up with Sharon KOTZEN ahead of racing on Friday, the yard get underway in race 1 with Little Miss KJ, who's new to the yard.
Morning Nadine. Little Miss KJ, it is a first run for my yard. She's a little bit of an uptight and hot filly, but her work has been good. She shows a lot of pace and it's first run on our Polly, so hopefully all goes well and hopefully she puts in a good account of herself.
Moving to race 2, we'll see Elusive Jewel, and this is the right field for her to show good improvement.
Yes, Elusive Jewel's taken her time to strengthen up. She's been one big backward baby. She's going to enjoy the trip and I'm sure she'll enjoy the Polly as well, and I think she'll run a nice race.
2 runners in race 3, a competitive merit rated 68 handicap, and they'll be Ideal Time and My Boy Reese.
Ideal Time went a little bit flat in his last run. We have freshened him up. He enjoys the course and trip, and he enjoys Pumi Majorca riding, so he's got all 3 things in his favour, so expecting a good run from him. My Boy Reese did a very good first run out of the maidens, and the 1600 was a touch short for him. He'll also enjoy the course and trip, so there's nothing between the 2 of them, so I'm expecting decent runs from both.
Race 4, Rosa Dorada steps out, and she showed further improvement in her last start.
Rosa Dorada ran on strong last time. She seems to enjoy the extra ground lately. You know, she's been a little bit slow in the jumping. We're going to try and jump her out a little bit quicker to have her a little bit closer so she doesn't have too much to do at the end, and expecting a better run from her.
Race 5, Glass Shoes. Wasn't she an impressive winner on debut in her last start?
Yes, she was. It's her first run out of the maiden ranks, but in saying that, she has done nothing wrong, and she is a nice filly, so expecting a nice run from her.
We move on to the November Stakes, race 7, and it's as if Mr. Fitz knows his name is going to be mentioned. He's popped up and he'll be running. Also a mount of Pumi Majorca, and joined by Fly My Flag, who has been a wonderful sprinting performer for the yard.
Yeah, in saying that, I think it's a very strong competitive field. Mr. Fitz here, who's having a look at my notes to make sure that I'm not saying anything out of place. It's his second run for my yard, and the first run he was way too far back. So Pumi's listening to my instructions here, so hopefully Pumi's going to get him into the run and expecting a much better run from him. Fly My Flag, she's been super honest. You know, she's never far off them, so she's deserved her spot in the race and expecting another honest run from her.
The last of the day will see the yard round up in race 8 with Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul, his better runs have been on the grass, but unfortunately being in Polly season, he has to go back to the Polly. Jose gets the best out of him, so we are trying the 1300 metre trip with him, so I'm sure he's going to enjoy the extra 100 metres, and hopefully he does put his act together on the Polly, and then we can expect a nice race from him.
The yard is ticking over well and finding the winner's box on a regular basis, so take heed of their runners on Friday.